Hi everyone, this is the Focus Spender, and today I'm going to be talking to you about mid-year financial check-ins. But first, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. My channel is all about getting out of debt, staying out of debt, organizing your finances, and increasing your net worth. And if you're not following me on social media, you can find me at Focus Spender on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Instagram being my favorite. And you can also find me on my website, www.focusspender.com. Now let's get started. Okay guys, so let's get real. It's July and I think it's the perfect time to do a bit of a financial mid-year check-in to see how much progress you are making or maybe not making so that you can start to reassess and adjust. Now, if you know for a fact that you haven't been making any progress on your finances or you've been backsliding a little bit, that's okay. There's still plenty of time to readjust and get working towards your goals. So in terms of doing this mid-year financial check-in, the things that you want to be doing is doing a bit of a comparison against your savings accounts. So you want to see, looking at where you started out in January, how much money have you saved or not saved? You also want to look at your debt and you want to see how much money you've paid off or if you have accrued any more debt and you need to readjust your debt payoffs. You want to look at your investments twofold. You want to see how much money you've been adding to your investment accounts, but you also want to see how your investments have been doing. Now, I am a big believer that you should not be checking your investment accounts on a daily basis because that will just lead you to make rash decisions like sell when you really shouldn't be selling. But every so often, you need to see how your investments are doing. You want to make sure that whatever you're buying is actually going on some type of upward trajectory. And if you've picked winners, that's great. Maybe you want to start diverting more money towards the winners. And if you pick some duds, I would not say to sell. I would say maybe you want to start funding those accounts a little bit less. Now, the other thing that you want to do is you want to check your net worth. I am a broken record. I say the same things all the time. You can use mint.com, you can use Personal Capital because they have really easy to use functions that allow you to set time parameters so that you can look at your net worth. Now, to be clear, your net worth is the difference between your assets and your liabilities. In other words, it's the difference between everything you have, like how much money is in your bank account, how much money is in your investments, the value of your house, versus how much you owe, how much money you owe to debt collectors, to your student loans, personal loans, friends and family, whatever. You want it to be positive, but you also want it to be on an incline. So let's say you do have a negative net worth. Let's say in January, your net worth was negative 50,000 and now your net worth is negative 40,000. I want to congratulate you because even though it's still negative, it is going on an upward trajectory. So you always want to see that your net worth is going upwards. And now if you look and you see that you have a steady decline in your net worth, that means you are accruing more debt than you are accruing assets. You are spending more than you have, more than likely, and it's time to make a change. I'm going to just quickly show you the net worth function on Personal Capital, and you'll also get a sneak peek at how I've been doing as well. Okay, so I am in Personal Capital, and as you can see, I've switched the dates from I switched the dates from January through June 13th. That's the day I'm recording the video. And that's, the first 6 months of the year. So as you can see, over the last 6 months, my net worth has grown by $64,000. And I have to be clear with you guys. It's not that I have had $64,000 worth of gains in my investment accounts. It is a combination of various different things. It's a combination of how much money I have invested and saved over this time. I finally got the current value of my pension with the city and those accounts. So I was able to update those numbers. So that gave me a bit of a boost. It also is fluctuation in stock prices. So you can see that it goes up and down every single day. It's not a straight line, but it is on an incline. And that's because, the value of my stocks and my mutual funds, those change every single day. So it's never going to be a straight line, but it is on an upward trajectory. And you can see this dip right here. This is, if you watch my recent video on switching from E-Trade to Fidelity, on this date, my money came out of E-Trade and went over to Fidelity, but I just took some time to load that account into Personal Capital. So Personal Capital thought I had no money, but it wasn't that I didn't have money. It was just that the money was sitting in Fidelity and I had not connected my account. So as you can see, using Personal Capital or Mint.com is very easy to always keep track of how much money you have, as opposed to pulling out pen and paper and trying to figure out how much money you have versus how much money you owe. So the last thing that you want to do really is to start thinking about the next 6 months of the year. So you have time, like I said, to get yourself together. You want to be, thoughtful about what you're doing and be mindful of how you're spending your money. If you have something that is coming up in the next 6 months, first of all, let's talk about Christmas. Christmas is 6 months away. If you're a Christian, if you celebrate Christmas and you like to buy gifts, this is a time now to start saving for the holidays. If you have a big trip coming up, you need to start saving now. If you have a celebration coming up, start saving now. Open a sinking fund, which is just a savings account that is for a specific purpose, and start putting money into that account today. If you are not auto saving and auto investing, I want you to turn those things on, because that is something that's really going to help you grow your net worth. It's going to help you reach all of your goals. And that's about it. If you would like tips on how to save and invest more, make sure you have downloaded my guide, which are the 5 mistakes you're making in your savings and investment accounts that's keeping you from saving and investing more. Something like that. You'll see in the link below. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to click like, click share with your friends. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how the last 6 months of your life have been going. I hope it's been going really, really well for you financially. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.